Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast episode 1596, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What popular designer was responsible for the wardrobe of Kika and the Cook? Jean-Paul Gaultier. At what movie's climax does Mookie throw a garbage can through the front window of Sal's Pizzeria? Do the Right Things. What does Peppermint Patty always call Charlie Brown in the Peanuts cartoon strip? Chuck? What pirate's treasure is at the center of the kids' search in The Goonies? One-Eyed Willie. Whose daughter have Eagles been searching for in their #1 hit song One of These Nights? The Devil. Which country offered Einstein the presidency? Answer: Israel. Einstein declined, saying he lacked enough of both natural aptitude and experience for the role. Where do people traditionally dance the flamenco? Spain. John Lee Pettimore III is the narrator of which 1988 hit song by Steve Earle? Copperhead Road. During the Civil War, what ironclad ship engaged in battle with the CSS Virginia? The Monitor. Which character in A Christmas Story is never given a name? Ralphie's dad. Where's the world's shortest commercial runway? Saba. Where was Cleopatra's birthplace? Answer: Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt. What was the first game to be released under the Games for Windows label? Company of Heroes. Which state is located directly to the east of Washington, D.C.? Maryland. What is the highest navigable body of water in the world? Lake Titicaca. In the SNL digital short Lazy Sunday, what movie were the characters going to see? Answer: The Chronicles of Narnia. Which Thanksgiving favorite spawned the invention of the TV dinner? Turkey. What instrument family does the French horn belong to? Brass. What author created the land of Alagaësia? Christopher Paolini. Which Disney's cartoon character's love interest is named Prince Philip? Princess Aurora's. What was the name of Bilbo and Frodo Baggins' hobbit hole? Bag End. Who starred opposite Jack Nicholson in the film As Good as It Gets? Helen Hunt. What year was carbon-14 first discovered? 1940. What is the object that opposing players must destroy in order to win at League of Legends? Nexus. What type of animal is the Japanese monster Jizora? Cuttlefish. In the film The Shawshank Redemption, what was Andrew Dufresne's profession? Andy was a banker. What sport is the focus of the movie Cool Runnings? Bobsled. The TV show Soap was set in what fictional town? Dunn's River, Connecticut. What is the frothy foam on top of a freshly poured beer called? Head. The flavor of beer slightly changes as the liquid travels through the bubbles, and the foam also causes the physical perception of a softer or smoother palate. Which planet is known as the red planet? Mars. What sports lingo uses the term catenaccio? Soccer. How long did it take to render each frame, 1/24th of a second, of the CGI scenes in the movie Avatar? 47 hours. Who wrote the novels The Joy Luck Club and The Kitchen God's Wife? Amy Tans. In what U.S. state was Abraham Lincoln born? Kentucky. What Pokemon do you get when you select the Dome fossil? Kabuto. In the 2003 film Love Actually, who played the role of Billy Mack? Bill Nighy. Which is the lightest of the three kinds of fencing swords? The foil. What artist painted himself sketching on the far right edge of his painting, The Gross Clinic? Thomas Eakins. In motor racing, what does a red flag mean? Session stopped. Amagi is British slang for what? Cat. A cat can be known as a moggy, as in, where's your moggy gone off to? Or even just as a plain ol' mog. What is the name of the spaceship the crew of astronauts uses in the film Interstellar? The Endurance? What Canadian professional snooker player is nicknamed Champagne Cliff? Cliff Thorburn. What are you if you are myopic? Nearsighted. What New York banker did Star Jones marry in 2004? Al Reynolds. How do you say Merry Christmas in Mexico? Feliz Navidad. What country are you most likely to hear its residents speak Malagasy? Madagascar. Which Disney princess has the least amount of screen time? Answer. Aurora from Sleeping Beauty gets only 18 lines and 18 minutes of screen time. Which U.S. state's official vegetable is watermelon? Oklahoma. What king was murdered by Macbeth? King Duncan? What was Wilma Flintstone's maiden name? Slag Hoople? That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.